Well, let's go ahead and just start breathing. I'm not sure about anything that's going on today. I have like a headache, but I'm getting through it. And so I'm sorry if I get kind of spacey. I just feel kind of like my head feels compressed, but let's go ahead and start breathing. Close your eyes. Notice what you feel as you breathe all the way as low as you can, and then maybe over time you can slowly keep breathing and opening up and expanding all around you from the bottom up. One more deep breath. We'll just bring the hands together at the heart to arrive, honoring whatever came up, honoring whatever will happen. Let it go, hands down, and we'll just take some easy cat-cows to start. Nice full breath. Come upright and roll your shoulders a bit. Take the hands and press them forward. Stretch out your fingers. And we're just here breathing. It's like your upper body's in, it doesn't have to be super engaged in any specific way, but notice if you were to like pull your hands forward a little further, how your arms are coming forward away from the collarbone, like out further than the collarbone. And if you were to bring it back a little bit, then you have that alignment. I think I'm aligning the deltoid a lot with the collarbone. Take your hands and bring them down, stretch this way. Take some fists and circles. So maybe I can show you from this side what I mean. If I pull my arm forward, my deltoid here is like out beyond my collarbone. And if I bring it back, then it's aligned. So that's the alignment I find in plank. That's the alignment I find a lot. All right, let go of your arms. Let them go. Roll the shoulders again, and we'll take the arms in that level space. Reach up. Interlace the fingers, press up, ribs in, big stretch up, and gentle release, forward fold. Good, bring your hands back. You ever notice no matter how much you sweep, the ground is still dirty? Go ahead and change your leg position if you like. And continue a few more cat-cows just to warm up. Good, upright roll the shoulders, take the arms, lift them up, interlace the fingers again, press up. This time bring your hands forward, lean back like cat pose. Rounding the back, draw the front body in. Arms up to the sky, release the hands, hug yourself across the body, either arm on top. We're gonna do it twice. So hug in, draw your shoulder blades down, draw them away from each other, draw your chin down, and move your chin side to side. Arms up, push out. Bring them across the body, other arm on top. Relax the shoulders down, elbows down, head down, ribs in, side to side through your chin. Doesn't have to be big. Just breathe. Arms up, exhale, forward fold. And bring it back. Hands behind you, press down to lift up the heart. Great. Release that out, just find a comfortable seat here. And let's take one hand across to the opposite side of the neck and just give a little bit of massage here. My fingers are touching the back of my neck in the side, and my thumb is kind of towards the front. So I'm just kind of like hugging it and like giving a gentle squeeze. You can do it however feels good to you. Take it to the top of the shoulders. The top of the shoulders can use really as much pressure as what feels good to you. They're used to being under pressure. Take the hands kind of underneath the collarbone. So I'm sliding my hands across my collarbones down towards my towards the armpit, really. Just to get a little stretch through the upper back side of the neck. And let the chin move away from there. So it's almost like I'm anchoring the side of my neck muscles. Good, release that out. Do that on the other side. I'm gonna come close. All of this muscle gets like really tensed up. And this top of the shoulder, the upper traps, the area where the neck muscles come down and kind of like come across the top of the shoulder too. That's what we're stretching out a little bit. So anchor your hands. My collarbone is like right here underneath my hand. And then take the chin away. I'm angling my chin down towards the shoulder. You could feel into what direction feels best to you. And we'll just let that go. Thank you. Let's go on into tabletop and keep moving. Just a little bit of open space through the neck. Good. Tabletop cat-cow. We'll just come up into down dog today. We'll be here for about 6 breaths, doing what feels good, pedal it out, get into your body, get into your breath. Spread out the fingers more, press into more of the fingers. Try to relax through the wrists and lift through the arms, through the shoulders. Lift up your right leg. Stretch it up if you want to rotate it and do anything. Just kind of like lift it and move it around. Feel into your balance, feel into your leg. Change sides. We'll take that foot and step forward, all the way forward. Halfway lift when you get to the front of your mat. Exhale to fold. Two more breaths in your forward fold. And here we rise up nice and slow. Rise, reach. Open up the arms if you like. Exhale, we'll come into a mountain pose. Take the arms to the sides. And let's do that rolling the arms in and rolling the arms out. In and out. In fast or slow, big, small, whatever feels good. Just feel into your arms, your shoulder blades, your chest. When you open the palms forward, contract the space from your arm in shoulder blade. This kind of space back here at the side of the shoulder blade contracts. Great, standing mountain pose, palms open forward. By using those muscles on the outside, I think of like, you know, like a scroll, how it opens, like a line from the back of the shoulder blade all the way across the chest into the back of the other shoulder blade. And when we're opening up the chest, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other and down a little bit, it's like we're taking that scroll and like rolling them away from each other. Both arms roll away from each other. Great, reach up your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Stay in your forward fold for 2 more breaths. Halfway lift when you're ready, lengthen your spine. And step back into plank pose. Get that sense of your arms, your shoulders aligned with the collarbones. Knees can be up or down. Take a breath. Bring your knees down if they're not there. Bring your heart down. Hug your elbows back. Cobra pose, lift up the heart. From cobra, lower your heart down and push up to down dog. That lowering back down through cobra with control. That part can get a little lost in the mix. Take your right leg, lift it up. Exhale, step it forward. Step the other foot forward to match. Rise up all the way. Exhale through mountain pose. forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale to plank pose. Right back into it. Strong legs, sturdy legs. Again, from the knees, lower down the heart. Controlled lowering. Inhale, lift up the heart, cobra. Exhale, control, lower down. And push to down dog. Take your left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Other foot comes forward too. Halfway lift. Fold, exhale. Rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, long breath, long spine. Step into plank pose. One more time, knees down, heart down, elbows back, controlled, cobra. Lower down, push to down dog. Take your right leg up. This time crescent lunge, step it forward and rise up. Good. Front knee is right over the heel. Step forward, come down into chair. Try to get this sense of midline strength, core strength, drawing the navel in, lifting it up, drawing the ribs in the front. Reach up to the sky, interlace the fingers, press up, take a breath. Good, bring the hands back into the heart space, press the palms together and take the right foot to step back into crescent lunge. So the other foot steps back now, here we are. Adjust as needed. Sometimes the foot comes down and we move it into place. Lower your hands down, step back into plank pose, come through chaturanga. Maybe you feel like trying a plank, lowering chaturanga till the elbows touch the ribs. Draw the heart forward, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Tune into the breath. Smooth it out. Lift your left leg up. Exhale to step it forward and come up, crescent. Step forward into mountain. Down into chair. Inhale, rise up. Bring the hands to the heart and step the left foot back, crescent on this side. Over time, we might land a little gently. We might land the foot into the aligned place where we want it to be. Sometimes not, sometimes we just fall over. It's all the same. We're just here breathing. Lower your hands down, step back to plank pose. Come through chaturanga, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Great, lower your knees gently down. Take the hands, turn them so the palms on the ground and the fingers are reaching towards you, one at a time or both at the same time. And we're here just kind of stretching out the arms in a different way. If it doesn't feel like much, try rotating your elbows outward. Slowly let that go. Let's just let the body come up into a kneeling position for a breath. If you want to take more circles in your wrists. You do so much on the wrists. Really a lot of strength. We want to give lots of love. Good, while we're here, just take your hands to the low back without doing like any sort of full camel pose or anything. Just have the hands at the low back, draw the elbows back. Think about that scroll where we're like, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other, opening more across the chest. Lift up the heart, hug the tailbone underneath you. Open breath, smooth. Exhale, go ahead and slide the hands out from there, return into your down dog. All right, secure your shoulders, lift your right leg up. And we're bringing the knee to the right elbow. Now draw all your shoulder strength into surrounding the shoulder blades. So it's not just pulling from the tops of the shoulders. It is drawing the shoulder blades down to draw the body forward. So it's kind of like a froggy leg here, breathing. Lift your leg up. Take that knee across to the opposite elbow. Breathe. Lift it up. Bring your leg underneath you as if it was coming into pigeon pose. So hover the knee towards the elbow and the shin diagonal underneath you. Lift up the leg. Awesome. Step that foot forward. Back foot into warrior one. I want to stretch it out a little bit. Rise up. Let's be here in warrior one for 3 more breaths. Deep breath, soothing and smooth. Eyes focused and soft. Come to pyramid, draw that hip crease back, ground into the big toe. And we'll be here for 3 breaths. Bend your knee, rise up through warrior. Step all the way forward, land in mountain pose, come down into chair. You're doing so good. Whew. One more breath in chair, you got this. Smooth and easy. Slowly rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe you like to sway a little bit if it feels nice to your back. create a little half lift, and take your left foot, step it all the way back. Back, back, back. Bring the knee down. I want my pillow. There we go. And reach the arms up. So we have this upward motion, and then slide forward just a little. Up, and slightly forward. Up, and slightly forward. Hold here. Exhale, lower the hands down. Let's just take a little twist while we're here. Twist the heart towards the knee. If you want your back knee up or down. Breathe into your back. Hand could be up, or it could be at the low back. I like the low back option a lot, personally. Good, come on out. Step back into plank pose. Come through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. On this side, inhale your left leg up. Now we're bringing it to the side of the left elbow, like a froggy leg. Secure all parts of your shoulders. Breathe. Reach your arm up, your leg up. Don't reach your arm up, that's crazy. Exhale, bring the knee across to the opposite elbow. Breathe. And lift it up. One more time, like pigeon. Knee to your elbow. Diagonal shin underneath you. And lift it up. Exhale, step the foot forward, back foot to warrior one. Three breaths. Settling in, soften your eyes, stare. Lengthen out the leg into pyramid so the hips can level out. If they don't, you might need a little bit more space between your feet. Maybe you need to change the distance front to back from your feet. Explore along the way. Here we are for 3 more breaths. Settle in. Bend that knee, come up. That core that lifts you. Step forward. Come down into chair. Let the weight draw back a little bit. Let it sink you in a little bit more. Breathe. Lift up, exhale, forward fold. Little lift, half lift. Take your right foot all the way back, back, back. This time the knee comes down. Is that the right side? Yeah. It is. Reach up. 3 times, lift up high. Sink in just slightly. Lift up. The slight forward. One more time. And hold it. Take the hands down, and we'll start our twist on this side. Exhale, hand down, step back. Come through chaturanga if you are feeling that. And when you make it back to down dog, we'll just settle the knees back down to the mat. Take the hands into tabletop underneath you. A couple of cat-cows. Just letting go of anything that's happened. Soften the jaw, soften the eyebrows. Wag the tail side to side. So we get a little lateral side to side movement. The eyes move in the direction that the hips are moving. Good, come up to kneeling. Take the hands behind you. Again, coming into this setup of camel just to ground in and open up the heart, elbows back. All right, let the body come forward. Bring your hands down, go ahead and lay down. I want to take a breath here. Hands under the chin. I like to stack my hands so my chin can just like rest forward. And bend the knees, rock your legs side to side. Just loosening through the low back. Come into your Sphinx pose. So ground through the hands. Hands forward. Spread out your fingers, elbows under the shoulders. Shoulders aligned with the collarbones. Space between your feet. Press the feet down like cobra. Strong legs. Roll the heart open. 3 breaths. Rolling the heart open. Relaxing and doing it a little bit more. One more breath. Now we're going to lift up either into a forearm plank with the knees down, feet up, or with the toes down. Draw your heels over to the left. Keep your upper body in the plank. Up through center, other way, over to the right. So the heels are moving side to side a couple more times. Doesn't have to be all the way over to the side. Just kind of getting into the oblique muscles of the abdomen on the sides, the twisters. Good. Lower the knees if they're not on the ground. Lower all the way down. Again, rock your feet side to side, little windshield wiper motion. Return the hands and come up to dolphin pose. So it's like down dog with the forearms down. Slowly walk the feet in, lift the hips up. You can certainly have bend in the knees. The hands are anywhere from straight forward to like touching each other. Maybe over time they work towards straight forward, but listen to your shoulders. Slowly walk your feet into your forearm plank, activating the core to stabilize you along the way. Now let's see about this. Forearm plank, knees can come down, of course. Take your right arm and open it up to twist. Lift it to the sky. The legs are in plank. Now the upper body is the twist. Forearm down, other side. Useful breath, soft jaw, keep going side to side. You can go as slow as you need to, avoid, straining or hurting yourself. I'm gonna take it from the knees, try that out, exploring along the way. Notice how your weight will shift side to side, but try to keep it more into midline. That sense of midline. One more time, side to side, holy moly. Good, when you're done, lower down. Take a breath. I didn't know it was shoulder day. All right, hands under the shoulders, press up to down dog. And so we'll just step forward. Come up. Down to chair, hands together at the heart, twist over to the right, stack your elbow above the knee. Press your hands together, sink back. Unravel, do it on the other side. I like to take a full breath up in the sky and then bring that in. So you're energizing, you're gathering it up to bring it in and twist to the side. Level feet, level knees. Strong arms, top shoulders, blade is drawing back and come out. Awesome, standing mountain pose. My. Good. Time to open up wide onto the mat. Parallel the outsides of the feet. Hands to the hips. Imagine the hip creases drawing all the way behind you. As you relax in, we'll be here for 6 breaths. What is active here? What is relaxing and lengthening? One more breath. And bend the knees and come up. Open out the left foot into warrior 2 position. Sometimes I get so relaxed when I'm like doing breath like that. It's like, Into your side angle. Sweep your arm up. This bottom arm is not pressure down. It is length and support, pressing in the arm to the leg into the arm. Inward pressure creates more strength and stability. Reverse your warrior, up and over, legs stay. Breathe into the side body, breathe into the ribs. Lengthen out your leg into your triangle. And we'll be here for 3 breaths. And bend your knee, come back up. That side body lifts you up. If it feels ever like you're pulling from the top side, think about energizing more on the other side. So to come up, you know, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but this underside lifts so that this part doesn't get strained. Rotate your foot in. Hands behind you, interlace the fingers, lift up the heart, arm bones rolling away from each other. Exhale to fold. Two more breaths. Slide the hands down the legs. Stretch out to the left leg. Stretch out to the right leg. Come up through center. Bend the knees. Open out to the right. Find that warrior two position. So the knee is over the heel. The knee is opening towards the pinky toe, strong and stable. Outer glutes, outer like IT band, working to keep your leg open into your side angle. Open hands, soft energy through that bottom arm. There's pressure in, but it's not so stressed. Soft jaw, who needs it, you know? Reverse your warrior, up and over. And into triangle. It's hard for me not to hold my breath in reverse warrior. I try, but bend the knee and rise back up. Parallel the feet one more time through your forward fold. In this forward fold, do whatever feels good, stretching, bending one knee, find stillness, whatever it is. One more breath. Slowly come up. Heel toe the feet together, shake it out. All right, well. You're cute. I love you guys so much. All right, so eagle pose it is. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll do it. All right, arms up. Take your right arm, cross forward, the right arm underneath. Sink down. The right leg is on top as you cross. If it's possible to keep your hips low, like chair before you cross, they might come up naturally, but try to keep it low so that will keep you more stable along the way. Draw your navel in, lift up your spine. Keep sinking in, squeeze in, breathe. Awesome. If you can, unravel and take flight for a breath. Open out the arms, kick that leg back, and land. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Reach your arms up. And the left is on the bottom. Is that right? Yeah. Left and right become a little abstract to me over time. All right, ready? Crossover, left leg on top. Spine up, sink in, ribs in. Easy breathing. Squeezing the hands, squeeze the legs. Fly. And land. Stand in mountain. Awesome work. Okay, if you're not at the front of your mat, go ahead back to the front of your mat. It's time to come down and relax. Thank goodness. Forward fold. Sway a bit here if you want, a little bit extra swaying. And step back slowly into your tabletop. However you get there. When you get there, go ahead and just, let's do a little bit of circles in the pelvis before we come back to child's pose. So I'm just doing whatever natural circle motion feels good. One direction. Change direction. And slide back to your child's pose. You're going to be here for 6 breaths. Keep the shape, but walk your hands over to the right. So we're stretching through the side. Over to the left. And we'll just walk the hands up and find a seat. To butterfly. This is like, just drawing our energy in, letting it become a little softer. Butterfly fold. Come up, stretch out the back. Let's do right leg first, out to the side. Lift up the heart to fold. Pulling right over that leg. While you're doing that, I'm going to scooch a little closer. Walk your hands up. That side stretch up and over, same leg. Reaching both hands towards the foot. Press the hand into the leg, slide it up to rise up. Again, we're activating using the side that's closer towards the ground to rise up so we're not pulling and straining the upper side. Let that go, change legs. Walk the hands up, this side, slide down the leg. Come up. Goodness. All right, let's take that right leg forward and we're gonna do seated figure four. If you want to, if it feels available, you might bring that foot a little closer to make it a deeper stretch. And we're gonna be here for like 3 more breaths. Just relax in. The last breath, lift up the heart, draw it towards the leg, press into the hands, and let that go. Slide it out, change sides. I've said it before, but I'll say it again, that in figure fours like this, I put my, the space between the ankle bone and the foot, this little soft spot, hollow spot. I put that where on the leg so that it's more comfortable and will keep my leg open. If it's further up, my leg kind of drops towards me. Let's take 2 more breaths. The last breath, lift up the heart. And let that go. Slide the legs out. Let's take both legs forward and just shake them out. Anything else to do in a seat? Just come into a comfortable seat. I want to just do a tiny extra shoulder stretch, whatever seat's good for your bottom half. Arms up. So we're just doing the top arm of cow face of light. And you can use your other hand to stabilize. Relax the hips. Change sides. Change. So take that first arm and we're going to do the bottom half. I didn't know I was going to do it this way, but so slide your hand all the way across. Here's my fingers peeking out of the other side of my hip. Hello. Now bend that elbow. Press the hand into the back. So doing actually one at a time, upper and lower, helps to keep this sense of not compressing anywhere in the neck or the spine, and we can just kind of feel into the shoulder more. I'm reaching my other hand across to grab my elbow and drawing the elbow down a little bit further. I have really long, lanky arms, so these sort of things, I don't know if they're available. Let that go. Other side. So I'm stretching my arm all the way across the body and then bend the elbow. Press the hand, the back of the hand into the back. I guess if it's good, well, you can use your other hand to kind of help guide this elbow down if that feels good. Awesome, let that go. Thank you. Let's take the arms one more time across. Let's take them to the opposite leg, so somewhere along the leg to lean back. Great, time to lay down. Lift the knees and roll to your back. Rock your legs, massage your back. And spend a little time in Happy Baby. I like the kind of carefreeness of Happy Baby, just doing what feels good within your body, letting go of expectation or real strong effort. Bring your feet down and we'll lift up to bridge pose. Stretch the knees forward. Lift up your heels and roll down. Take a breath and do it again. Lift up the hips, stretch the knees forward. And come down. Good job. Please hug the knees up and come into your twist. Any twist that feels good. Come up to twist on the other side. And come out. Take the arms and the legs up. Move your wrists and your ankles. We have time for about one more pose. If you are really wanting to do one thing, go for it. If you want to try doing shoulder stand and plow pose, shoulder stand is where we use the upper arm bones, the upper arms pressing down, lift up the hips, and bring the hands to the low back. Really support yourself through the arms pressing down, squeeze the legs like cobra. And you might be working, if you're doing that, with the legs drawing straight up. Mine certainly are not. And if you are working with plow, the legs come overhead all the way. That might not be what you want to do right now. Or you might like it. Okay. Any last things before you come to Shavasana? When you're ready to relax, scan through the body. Notice where you're holding. Take a soft breath into that space. See if it'll relax in. Until you just float away.